There's a new class of ship on the high seas, a tanker designed to break through meters of ice, one that opens up the Arctic Ocean for business. Billions upon billions of dollars of business. The climate crisis has meant that ships have been able to travel further north and make money for a while now. But ice-breaking tankers, like the Christophe de Margerie, represent a game changer. They can reach Russia's northern ports even in the middle of winter, navigating what is increasingly being called the Polar Silk Road. The loss of ice is fast becoming Russia's gain. We're talking about exploiting and exporting Russia's natural resources, in particular, natural gas. Let's spin around to the Yamal and Gaidan peninsulas, home to Russia's hopes for carving out a major slice of the world's market in liquefied natural gas, LNG for short.
Проекты по производству СПГ, безусловно, важны, потому что дают комплексный эффект для всей экономики, позволяют нам отвоевывать нужную нам долю на мировом рынке СПГ, позволяет развивать смежные отрасли. И первый проект был успешно реализован и работает. Есть теперь все основания полагать, что и второй Arctic SPG-2 тоже будет реализован в срок и с нужным качеством.
Now, let's go even further east to the Taima Peninsula. Up to $170 billion is being invested to develop oil fields there, as well as a new megaport just south of the tiny settlement of Dixon. Big money, but Vladimir Putin is banking on big rewards.
Инвестиция, больше даже 10 триллионов рублей. В конечном итоге где-то по 2% ВВП. Это приведет к росту на 2% ВВП страны ежегодно.
On top of that, Russia's investing $30 billion in just over 10 years developing the Northern Sea route to get its oil and gas to market. To do that, Russia is enlisting the cash help of some of the other big players. A $10 million deal's been done with UAE giant DP World to develop vital ports along the route. And then there's China. In 2023, China bought half of all Russia's oil and petroleum products. Trade between the two countries hit $240 billion, growing 26.3% from a year earlier. China's become active in the Arctic Council, even though it's not a full member, positioning itself as a near-Arctic state with a say, if not a vote. It owns 20% of the Yamal LNG project. Russia isn't bashful about what it hopes to achieve in the Arctic. This promotional video from the state nuclear organization Rosatom boasts of what lies beneath the ice. 130 billion tons of gas and oil, 40% of the world's nickel and platinum reserves, 70 trillion cubic meters of natural gas under the ice shelf in Russian territory. And here's the Northern Sea route, the shortest way to get from Europe to Asia. Rosatom is building a fleet of icebreakers to guide merchant ships along the route, which runs from Murmansk near Russia's border with Norway to the Bering Strait near Alaska. The Russian newspaper Kommersant says about 34 million tons of cargo was shipped along the route in 2022. That could more than double to 74 million tons this year, and then 3 times that to 224 million tons in 2030. Here's how. The Arctic ice is retreating, so ice-breaking cargo ships and their nuclear convoy escorts will come in handy in the winter for some time to come. But some scientists say the Arctic could become ice-free in the summer by 2040, and time is money. The travel time between Dalian in China to, say, Rotterdam in the Netherlands is 48 days via the Suez Canal, but it's only 33 days using the Northern Sea route. Or, look at it another way. Using vesselfinder.com, the yellow arrows are cargo ships, the orange ones are tankers. DP World says that using the northern route, which was created by the climate crisis, would cut CO2 emissions in half. There will be setbacks. Russia's Arctic plans have taken a hammering. For example, by the international sanctions imposed because of the war on Ukraine. But the bet in Moscow is that economics will eventually overcome politics, and that the ice will continue to melt away, making it easier to drill and to mine and to ship, and in the process, establishing the Northern Sea route as a more than viable alternative for shipping goods from Asia to the West.